Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? We're back to our Thursday night Facebook Lives and we're popping in here tonight to talk about anxiety and gut pain. So I have a question for you. Do you think that your gut pain is causing your anxiety? Or do you think that your anxiety is causing your gut pain? So tonight, this is a really interesting topic because I don't know that there's a right or wrong answer, but I can tell you that the information that I'm going to share with you tonight is probably going to surprise you. So here's the thing. You have probably felt a lot of anxiety around where the closest bathroom is, perhaps to the point where you're even scared to leave the house. And that creates a lot of anxiety, right? The other thing is what foods should I be eating? What foods are going to potentially cause pain, or what foods might help, or what if they don't help? What if or why can I eat one food one day and feel fine and eat it the next day and be in excruciating pain or glued to the toilet or bloated? Why is this happening? This creates anxiety. Hey Tina. So what about feeling like you have no control over your life or your health? I mean, heck, that is anxiety provoking. It's so frustrating, right? And what about feeling worried about being on prescription medications for the rest of your life? All of these things really create a sensation of anxiety. And so one of the things that I hear so frequently from people is, my gut pain is causing my anxiety. And so what I'd like to talk to you about tonight is both sides of the story. Because perhaps you're right, but perhaps also your anxiety is causing your gut pain. So let's talk about it. We're going to start with why your gut pain is creating anxiety. So it's really interesting because first things first, right off the top, your gut is like the foundation of your body. It's like the foundation of your house. And it's responsible for so many different functions and really nourishing the rest of your body, because it's where we take in food and then break down those nutrients, the vitamins and minerals, to be distributed to the rest of the body. So think about, if you've got skin issues, well, we need to talk about your gut, because what that means is you're not digesting and breaking down the nutrients required and then delivering it to the skin for your skin to be healthy. So anytime someone comes to me with skin issues, we talk about gut. If you come to me about heart issues, we talk about gut. If you come to me about hormone issues, we talk about your gut, because the gut is the foundation of the body. So Tina's got a question here. She says, I think I just know I'm going to have an upset stomach every single morning. So depending on who's around or what the plans are, I just eat whatever to an extent, as I'm not sure what my gut will be like anyways. Yeah, so this is a really great point where you get to the point where like throw in the towel, you're like, fuck it, right? I'm gonna eat it because nothing's working. I've tried restricting the hell out of my diet. I've tried eating whatever the heck I want. I've tried expensive supplements. I've paid thousands of dollars to naturopaths and other practitioners. My doctor's telling me I'm fine, or just avoid the foods that hurt, and nothing is working. Perhaps even you've tried medications and nothing seems to be working. And so you get to that point, you're like, screw it, I'm gonna eat it anyways, right? I'm gonna eat it anyways. And so I totally get that. You get to that point where it feels hopeless, and it's like, I might as well enjoy. I might as well just eat whatever. If it's going to be like a 50-50 chance, am I going to be, glued to the toilet shitting my pants? Or am I going to feel like okay this time, right? This is such a classic example of what you guys are struggling with, and this is anxiety provoking, because it feels like, again, you have no control over your health, you have no control over your life, because you don't know how your body's going to react. You don't know if you're going to be glued to the toilet or okay, right? You don't know if you're going to be 3 days with no bowel movement and so bloated that you can't even fit in your clothes, or that people think you're pregnant. Has anyone had that happen to them before? Right? So, this is a classic example of, the anxiety that can be caused from the gut pain. So again, let's dive right back in. So why your gut is actually causing anxiety, obviously all of these circumstances are just stressful and anxiety provoking, right? But then we kind of get into like what's actually going on in the gut. So 90% of your serotonin, which is your happy hormone, is actually produced in the gut. And this is why we're talking about your gut is the foundation of your body. So 90% of your serotonin, again, that happy hormone, is produced in the gut. So if you don't have a happy gut, guys, then guess what? You're not going to be happy. So that's a really big, important piece. That's such an important piece. So again, if your gut's not happy, it's actually, physically changing how you feel. It's changing that happy hormone. So yeah, you're bang on. Of course, you're feeling anxious because of your gut pains. It's not just an emotional response, it's an actual physical change that's happening within your hormone levels. Fascinating, isn't it? Now, the other thing is that studies have actually shown that an imbalance in the gut or inflammation in the body can actually create mental health issues. That is fascinating. So what that really told us, that study, was that mental health is multifaceted. There can be many causes, and one of them can actually be imbalances from the gut. Fascinating. So again, just another piece that confirms what you're feeling. Again, so it's not just all you being emotional. There's an actual physical change going on in the body that is creating anxiety and stress for you. So if you're feeling like you're a really stressed out or anxious person, one of the places you might like to start addressing is your digestive health. Now, that's just one side of the coin here. There's a whole other side to this story. So we just talked about how your gut pain can cause your anxiety, but let's talk about how anxiety can actually create gut pain. So this is a really big piece that often goes unrecognized and unaddressed. And I see it so frequently in my practice. For people who have been doing all the right things, they've changed the diet, they're doing the supplements, they've addressed all the imbalances going on within their gut, and yet things aren't changing. Or maybe it gets a little bit better, but then it's still not going away. Like the bowel movements are still not where we need them to be. We're still feeling bloated on occasion. We're still in pain on occasion. Then there's something missing here. And one of the things that people often forget to address is their anxiety and stress level. So this is where this becomes a vicious cycle, and so that's why we really need to address both ends of the spectrum here. We need to address your anxiety and your stress, but we also need to address your gut, because again, anxiety and stress, what it physically does and what it changes physically in the body is it's been shown to reduce your digestive enzymes, which are responsible for breaking down your foods. It reduces your good bacteria. It has also been shown to affect your poop or motility, okay? So you're going to struggle to have balanced regular bowel movements because of stress and anxiety. It's also been shown to increase gut permeability, and what that means is you get holes in your gut lining, or it's also known as leaky gut. So it's increased your chances of having leaky gut. And the other thing that studies have shown is that stress and anxiety will actually decrease the mucus lining, the mucosal lining within the gut. And so if you're feeling like you have like really sore pain, like your gut just feels raw, right? I have people, they say to me, Alyssa, my stomach just feels raw and I just don't want to eat. Everything hurts, right? This is because that stress and anxiety can cause the mucus lining to dry up. And eventually foods begin rubbing up on the gut lining, creating leaky gut. So if you're looking for more information around what's going on inside your gut specifically, go back and watch last week's Facebook Live, low FODMAP diet, is it helpful or harmful? I dive right into the details about the imbalances that are going on in your gut and how you need to fix them. But this is really interesting because, again, guys, what we're seeing here is that your anxiety does actually cause gut imbalances, but heck, your gut imbalances and gut pain really do create anxiety. And so this vicious cycle can sometimes keep you stuck. And so what I'm going to leave you with today is when you are fixing your gut, we have to address your stress and anxiety. And if you are experiencing stress and anxiety, we have to fix your gut. So if you guys are looking for more support or you need some more resources around this, just let me know in the comments below and I'd be happy to support you guys. I hope you have an awesome night and we'll see you next week.